My Hero Academia Season 7, Episode 5. This is the darkest episode of all of My Hero Academia and the greatest episode. So, spoilers to come. Anyway, it starts off like this. Toga's in her old house. We hear like these voices, and these voices are talking about how she's a vampire. There's graffiti all over the wall. It's pitch black dark. And she's going upstairs, and then she goes to her room, and we go back to a time. It just does the Shurigan thing, and it just like, and then she's having a dream, and this dream is about a bird, and she's talking about how this bird's like on her chest, and all at once, this bird basically eats her like entire chest, and she goes bloody. I don't know why, but this just works so well. It was the sound effects, everything just works so well. After that, this is what happens. Outside is Toya, and Toya is basically talking to Toga just about what's to come, this big war that we're getting ready to go to. This huge, huge war. He burns down her house. And then after that, they get to talking, and their big plan that Toga's gonna pull off is Sad Man's Parade, which is using twice his DNA, and we all know how that goes. There's gonna be like a billion clones, and it's gonna go wild. So get ready for the most ridiculous event to happen so far, and I am highly anticipating. This is gonna be one of the anime moments of the year, and I quote it and I say it. This is My Hero Academia, and I'm gonna say it. From here, we get to go like this. We get to know that Shigaraki is basically done. He has this like crazy quirk. I forgot the name of it. It's like Dead Man something. And dude, I don't understand. There's like tentacles or something all over the place. And he's just like looking down, and he's talking about how he's wanting to like destroy or whatever. And then you have All for One, and he's just going on about the plan. The plan is to get AKA Slash, I call him Slash, or Spinner Slash, whatever you want to call him at this point. They've used his story to basically uprise a bunch of villains, and what they're going to try and do is get this giant attack to counteract what happens. So they're going to get the jump on him. Anyway, to move it a little forward, the plan is for them to blow up a building of the mansion of the Liberation Front of the ex-boss guy, because, well, that's not really that important, the boss guy, is it? At least, I don't think so. So, speed things on, we go to the My Hero Academy. They get this big plan. One of the big things in this episode, I guess, that's not really that important, is that Deku wants to tell Roka his feelings. He loves her. That's his love interest, but there's going to be probably no love interest since it's a shonen series that's specifically seems to be about the shonen series. Maybe later on another time skip, but moving on, that's not important. Uh, God, dude. As he was going to tell her, All Might rushes into the school, and everyone got back from doing field duty and training, and he goes over the plan and what's to be done. Coming on, there's two traders actually there, and we get to hear what's gonna happen. So, as you know, they're trying to distract him, and God, I don't even understand it, but I understand it. It all made sense. But anyway, just like 180's your mind. Like, I'm telling you, watch this if you've not seen this. If you've seen this, you're just like, oh my God, like me. And you have to watch this right afterwards and you'll understand. Oh my God, dude. This is insane. I know I've said that like a billion times, but it's just one of those events you have to watch. Um, they evacuate, the students do, and yeah, all the students are getting ready. They have a fort somewhere further out. And yeah, they talk to everyone that's living there, and they're like, hey, we have an evacuation plan, we have the system. But I'm pretty sure there's two people that are traitors. And they're like, we're gonna get them right where we want them. It's this guy, I guess, lawyer type. But anyway, one of the most craziest things was whenever All for One, or One for All. One for all for one, all for one. Anyway, all for one, the bad guy, big villain. He is on the phone and he's like talking about how there's like one quirk that he needs, but it's from this born person with a family. And he gets talking about alcohol and them bringing it over, and then the mom's like, "I'll get my son to bring it over," and we don't know that they're like talking some colingo talk, and I don't really understand like what is going on. You'll see later, like why does he need that quirk? But anyway, they have the new little hideout that's further away from where the school is. You know, the force fields and all that, the high tech walls. They left that. You know, they abandoned fort from there, and the citizens and civilians are gonna be safe, I think. Except I think there is traitors inside, too. But don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that, because I watched it once and it's like 2 a.m. But there, or Deku tries to confess his feelings again to Roka, and she's talking about how whenever she went up there, she cried about Toga, and yeah, Deku was talking about the same thing, but this time Shigaraki, and it's sympathy towards the villains. So I have a feeling this is my thought and what I think. You guys can tell me what you think. But I think that Shigaraki and Toga are eventually gonna turn against Big Bad Man. I think they will stab him in the back, and I think he might know. I think he might know. For sure, Toga will probably get killed, sadly. I just see it happening a mile away. She's beloved, but dude, I just see All For One doing it and making Shigaraki super pissed and him possibly joining up with the heroes. And I know that's like a generic like trope, but yeah, let's get to like the meat and bones, the big thing. Oh my god. So, anyway, we get to figure out who the mysterious caller is. Deku goes to meet Belly Belt Boy, you know, the one with the laser belt. Oh my god. He gives Deku up, and Deku immediately activates his power. And then it just like all for one's there. And it's one for all versus all for one. He got trapped. Bro, Oriyama, he screwed Deku. And Oriyama turns, he shoots his belt, his little belly button laser, and it's like, I should have known. How did he do it with the power activated on him? Because it would have killed him if we've seen the previous. Anyway, bro, he, all for one, is teleporting all these people out. And we get to see Toga. We get to see Toya. We get to see the whole 9 yards. I don't know what other quirk that is, but there's like a demon, I guess, and that's where the entire army is inside of that, like all the little foot soldiers. Um, God, that was really crazy. He's like betrayer. Then he does that. So sick. I wonder. Wait, that might be Shigaraki actually. That would make sense. He's probably in that monster's mouth. Now, there's probably a name for that power, but I don't know. It's like something you would see in Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm just like, what is that? But it's someone's court clearly from the Liberation Front, if I had to guess. But dude, this episode was a banger. After that, they had to use their black hole teleportation, and Oriyama's like, he's being the hero this time. It wasn't really Deku, it was him. And all the heroes come out of nowhere. First one is our man in fire himself. Then we get Pterodactyl. I'm pretty sure it's Pterodactyl. But dude, I think even Mount Lady was there. Everyone was there. It just gets crazy. All the students are ready to come in. It's gonna go wild. This will be the biggest. This will be the biggest arc. I have a feeling this is gonna be just one big war. They made it sound like this is gonna be the second war, but I think this is the big war I've been hearing about. I mean, it's been going on for a little while, hasn't it? So even if you're not, reading the manga, this is probably the big final war for the most part. Now they could split it up, and Shigaraki could escape, and this could be the big all for one body. And yeah, you know how it is sometimes. I don't really deep dive too much into this. I have more fun reading the, I mean not reading, but watching the anime. Sometimes I'll go back and read the manga. It gives you some extra details. And I'm sorry about not knowing the exact names of characters. I don't want to blabber too much this episode because I want to save you guys time. Like I've been saying this whole episode, you already know what you should be doing. What should you be doing? You tell me. You tell me. Anyway, question of the day. Do you think if anyone dies, no spoilers. Do not spoil. Do not spoil the manga. Only anime watchers or random guessing for funds. Who do you think's gonna die out of everyone? You can pick one hero, one villain. My one villain is Oriyama. My one villain is Toga. She definitely seems like a character that will die and basically open up Shigaraki. I just see that trope coming in. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys stay safe and peace.